You guys should probably settle in and get comfortable. This is going to take a while. First off, I'd like to thank Mrs. Greenwood for teaching me how to speak in public in her public speaking class. And I would also like to blame her if I do horribly wrong. I also want to thank Tyson. I'm honored to be his best man. He said I'm the best. I'm also remember that. But today is not about Mrs. Greenwood. It's not about me. It's about Tyson and his success in finding a beautiful woman and making her his wife.
Yeah.
If you don't know me, you're probably at the wrong wedding. I'm Owen. I'm Tyson's younger brother. I was thrilled, honored, and also terrified at the idea that I get to embarrass not just myself, but also him at the same time in this speech. So here we go. I met Tyson about 18 years ago. When we grew up together, we shared everything. We shared a room, we shared a bunk bed, we shared a CD player that would play every single night. We also shared a lot of interests. We shared interest in superheroes and like Pixar movies, VeggieTales, Legos, and drawing all of those things together. One thing that I always look up to Tyson for is his consistency in what he likes and what he doesn't like. He has always been Tyson. He's never changed. He won't change for anybody. He still doesn't like oranges, and he still will not have whipped cream on his ice cream. But that kind of attitude has, I think, been so helpful to our kind of record of not really having any big fights. We never really fought. We still don't really fight, and I think that's due to his slow to anger approach to the situation, no matter how frustrated I was. And I'm excited to see you continue to have that attitude and that approach with Samantha as you guys continue to grow old together. Let's see, we moved out to Idaho, and that was the first time that I saw my big brother try. Because he had a lot of friends out there, and there was just so much. I was younger, so I didn't have any friends, but you had so many friends. And so there's a lot of pictures of like just people crying, and there's just so many memories that we made out there. But he started kind of opening up to Idaho, and he started making new friends out here. And his outlook on the move, along with his hair, flipped completely. He became the best at Miss Samantha. Thank you for that. Our families kind of collided when we first met you guys, when you guys first walked into Trip, I think is when we first met you guys. And so we immediately started hanging out with you guys, and immediately started basically giving you guys some pre-planned, pre-thought-out dates, basically group dates with just all of our family. And there were a lot of jokes behind your back, I'm sorry, about you guys. We would always kind of look over and point at each other and go, look, this Tyson and Samantha. We're gonna get married one day. And today's the day. We were right. We called it. It went on from there to Riley and I chaperoning dates for you guys, going to the movies, going to all kinds of places, which that consisted of a lot of Leave Room for Jesus jokes and the occasional handhold breaking that we had to do. But one of my favorite stories is we were at the movies, and we're kind of trying to stay separate from them because it was a date. It was kind of like a little date thing you guys had going, and we tried not to be too involved. But there's this big battle scene in the movie, and it's really like crazy scene. There's gunshots, there's explosions. And I look over, and Tyson is laying on Samantha's shoulder, not paying attention to the movie, and Samantha's laying on his head, and they're like both just like laying there sleeping in the movie theater. I don't even know how you do that with all the chaos going on. But Riley and I, of course, took pictures and then just laughed about the rest of the movie. But that just shows how much he loves you, because Tyson does not miss movie scenes. He has never missed a movie scene until he met you. Samantha, you have always brought such a lovely and rich. I'll have to remember your name. You are a lovely and rich addition to our family, and I love your gentle insults because they're way nicer than what I would get from 3 other brothers. And you're just so much fun to make laugh. And it's so easy, so it's kind of a win-win situation. But I love you, Samantha. You guys are a great example of what a couple should look like and act like. And your guys' faith is also evident in all of the things that you guys have been through and all of the hard times, like COVID, that you guys had to still stay in touch but stay apart. And so it's been so cool to see you guys leaning on God in those situations and just for the entirety of your guys' relationship. I would like to share a few verses that I have on my phone that I put over here. I'm going to read a few verses. Let's see. Be fruitful and multiply. Oh, sorry. I'm done. 2 Corinthians. Corinthians 6 says, but as servants of God, we commend ourselves in every way by great endurance in affliction. Stop laughing, you're making me laugh. But as servants of God, we commend ourselves in every way by great endurance in afflictions, hardships, calamities, through honor and dishonor, through slander and praise. We are treated as impostors and yet are true, as unknown and yet well known, as dying and behold we live, as punished and yet not killed, as sorrowful yet always rejoicing, as poor yet making many rich, as having nothing yet possessing everything. And that's just such a cool verse that I came across just to just show you that those are the things you guys are going to go through, but also, you know, it says that you will prevail in those situations, that you guys will come out of this situation stronger than before. And there's one more. Ephesians 2:20-22 says, this is Paul talking to the church in Ephesus just about how believers grow together better and that how we're supposed to stick together. And that's what marriage kind of is in a Christian sense, is you guys are together forever, like the Rick Astley song. And you'll always be building each other up and discipling each other. And verse 20 says, built on the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Jesus Christ himself being the cornerstone, in whom the whole structure, being joined together, grows into a holy temple in the Lord. In him you also are being built together into a dwelling place for God by the Spirit. You guys will always just be growing constantly in your faith and in your love for each other, and you guys will be built up together as a holy temple for the Lord, and also as an example to everyone else. Last thing is just to focus, like for you guys to focus on God's kingdom mission, which is making disciples still, whether that's at Chick-fil-A or at like going evangelizing, or like actually making more disciples. At this time, it is my pleasure to have you all join me in raising a glass to Tyson and Samantha Plaster.
done.